Chris Taylor advances to next round. Credits Noah Lyles for calming his nerves. Tokyo, Japan. Jamaica's Christopher Taylor produced a lifetime best to advance to the men's 200-meter semifinal at the Tokyo World Athletics Championships. Taylor, who previously competed as a quarter-miler on the global stage, was stepping down in distance and rubbing shoulders with some of the biggest names in the sport. Activewear. When I saw the lane draw, it was mind-blowing because it had 4 guys who were consistently making the 200m finals in my heat. I had the 7th fastest time, so I knew that I had to dig deep like I always do at a major championship, and I did that and qualified. Taylor, who ran a 20.26 PB, told reporters that things went according to plan. I was elated. The plan was to come out and earn a personal best to make it to the next round and then go from there. Taylor admitted that he was extremely nervous before the race, and he received assurance from one of the sport's biggest names. I was a bit nervous in the call room, and Noah and DeGrasse Andre could see it. Taylor reasoned. They were talking to me to just relax and have some water. Noah was saying to me to drop my shoulders and take deep breaths. After I qualified, they came over and congratulated me and said, "Welcome to the 200M. See you in the next round." Activewear. The stadium roared like a beast awakening from slumber. Flashing lights from 1,000 phones lit up the evening air, mingling with the palpable tension rising from the track. Among the crowd of world-class athletes lining up for the 200-meter semifinal, Chris Taylor could feel his legs buzz, not from fatigue, but from nerves. He was no stranger to big races. He'd run in packed arenas, under blazing lights, in front of roaring fans before. But this one felt different. Maybe it was the stakes. Maybe it was the names around him. Or maybe it was because Noah Lyles, the reigning world champion and the face of American sprinting, was just a few lanes over. Chris wasn't a rookie. He had national titles, solid times, and an enviable season behind him. But this was the world stage, and everything felt louder, brighter, more intense. He tugged at the drawstring of his spikes and stretched his arms, trying to loosen the knot coiled tightly in his stomach. Nothing worked. "You good?" The voice came from behind. Calm, confident, familiar. Chris turned to find Noah Lyles walking toward him, all effortless swagger and relaxed focus. Yeah. Just the usual pre-race jitters," Chris replied, forcing a half-smile. Noah gave him a nod, then crouched next to him, as if they were teammates about to line up for a relay. "You ever try breathing through your shoes?" Noah said, grinning. Chris blinked. "Breathing through my shoes?" "Yeah." Noah laughed, shrugging. "It's something my coach told me. Ground yourself. Imagine the nerves flowing out your feet and into the track. You become part of the surface, not separate from it." Chris chuckled. "Sounds kind of mystical." "Maybe, but it works." Noah stood and looked out across the curve of the track. "You belong here, man. Everyone out there is fast, but you've got something else. Remember why you started." Chris looked up at him, surprised by the sudden seriousness in his tone. "Why I started?" "Yeah, when it's noisy like this, you need to go back to the silence. The day it was just you, the blocks, and an empty field. No crowd, no medals, just the dream." The call to the blocks interrupted their exchange. The athletes moved into position, and Chris found his lane, lane 6, right next to Noah. He settled into the blocks. The nerves were still there, but they were quieter now, like static fading into the background. He took a deep breath and let his mind drift, not to the thousands watching, or to the clock, or even to the finish line. Instead, he thought of the dirt track back in Spanish Town. He remembered being 10, running barefoot races with his cousins, dreaming of making it big. He remembered the first pair of spikes he ever owned, black with golden laces, and the first time he beat someone 2 years older. The silence was back. Set. The crowd hushed. Bang! He exploded out of the blocks. The curve swallowed the first seconds, his body leaning into it, trusting the rhythm. He could see the faint flash of Noah's form just ahead in lane 5, fluid and smooth. Chris didn't chase him. He ran his own race. Arms compact, stride relaxed, eyes forward. As the straight approached, Chris surged. His form held. His breathing matched the beat of his footsteps. He crossed the line. And just like that, it was done. He didn't know immediately where he'd finished. But a glance at the big screen told the story. Second place. Automatic qualification. Next round. His name lit up. Chris Taylor, 19.94s. He dropped to his knees and exhaled hard, overwhelmed with relief. A few seconds later, a hand appeared in his view. Noah. That's how you do it, Noah said, helping him up. Welcome to the final. Chris nodded, still panting. Thanks, man. I don't think I could have done it without that talk. You did it. I just reminded you of what you already knew. Press room, post-race interview. The reporters leaned in. Microphones crowded the table. Chris, still in his racing kit, tried to stay composed under the lights. Chris, congratulations on advancing. Can you walk us through your mindset before the race? Chris smiled. Honestly, I was nervous. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. It's a big stage, and everyone here is world-class. But right before the race, Noah Lyles, took a moment to talk to me. Nothing dramatic, just grounding. He helped calm me down. The room buzzed. One reporter asked, "What exactly did he say?" Chris laughed. He told me to breathe through my shoes. Laughter rippled through the room. But seriously, he continued, he reminded me why I do this. Not for medals or headlines, but because I love to run. That helped me tune out the noise and just perform. Do you think that moment changed the outcome? Chris nodded. 100%. Talent gets you here, but mentality keeps you moving forward. I'm grateful for that moment. Later that night, Athletes' Lounge. The lounge was quiet. Some athletes were stretching. Others had headphones on, immersed in music. Chris sat with an ice pack on his hamstring and a smoothie in hand. Noah came over, pulled up a chair. You look strong out there, he said. Felt strong, Chris replied. You heading to the final too? Yeah. Noah grinned. Wouldn't miss it. Chris hesitated a moment before saying, You ever get tired of being the guy people look to? Noah leaned back, considering it. Sometimes. But then I remember someone did it for me. Gatlin gave me advice when I was a junior. So did Tyson Gay. Even Usain. It's like passing the baton, you know. Chris nodded slowly. Well, you passed it well. I'll do the same when it's my turn. Finals, 2 days later. The stadium was packed. The world tuned in. 8 lanes. 8 athletes. 1 goal. Chris and Noah were both there, lane 4 and lane 5. The camaraderie was gone now, replaced by mutual respect and fierce focus. The gun went off. Chris exploded. This time, there was no trace of nerves. No doubts. Just that same silence.